Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Hof Bergmann. It's now February. As you can see, we are £3,475 in debt. That's due to all the hire purchase arrangements, as well as the other bits and pieces, like the loan interest, which is a very small amount of what we're doing. Right, so we're going to need to make some money today. I do believe the orchard might be a good place to start. We might have some milk up here. A little bit, not much. Hello, cows. How are they doing for food? Well, they've got loads of meadow grass. They've got loads of food in their offspring in 5 months. Excellent. And we're getting through the straw, as you can see. We are going to need a slurry pit or manure pit of sorts, aren't we? Ah, is this slurry? No, this is water. That's not slurry. So yeah, I don't know where we're going to build that at the moment. It's not very flat land to build it on, is it? Well, we're going to have to wait and see for that, I think. We're obviously not going to build it yet anyway, because we need to have some more money. It is February. Did I have some stuff in the silo? I did, didn't I? No, it's sold. I sold that. That was all sold. Good. Right, so we better head down to the orchard. I'll jump in the van, and we'll head down there. We can still pick up the pallet by hand and fill it with all the apples from the trees, which is excellent news. But yeah, that's the way we're going to be making money through the winter. It's going to be the orchard. If any apples are growing in the winter, we'll have to go and basically check it out, see if we can find out. Very slippery slidey trying to get over here, but here we are now anyway. So, let's have a quick look. Yes, we have got 117 out of 120 apples. On each tree, in fact, and we haven't got any water in any of them. Ah, well, that's bad news, bears, but let's... Yeah, we're going to have to go get some water from the lake, I think. Get the trees topped up. But we can also... take all the apples that are on the trees at the minute and get them into our productions. So, let's get the water topped up to start with. And then we can look at getting the apple sauce and the apple juice back going again. I think I'm going to focus on apple juice now that I've got all these apples to put in. So we'll get that filled up, and we'll get it working, and we'll keep filling it as we go, and hopefully we'll have some apple juice to sell at the end of it. Though we will have to go and get the telehandler. Very, very slippery around here. Right, so I'm going to crack on with that for a little bit. I will put it in a time lapse. Hopefully it won't be too bad to watch. Although my driving in the snow is not exactly the best. But I am in a rush, so that's a good excuse.
Mistakes now, 'cause I don't wanna stay, wanna live my own life, wanna feel passion for something or someone that makes my world turn upside down.
Right then, well that is all the apples collected in. We do have a IBC of apple juice there. Not really sure if it will produce any more than that. Well, it should do, yeah. Yeah, it is producing more. We've got apple sauce being produced as well, although that is now it. And yes, so we have a large pallet of apple juice. Is the apple juice at a good price? Apple juice, yes, best price is February, so we can take all these and get them sold. So I might just, oh, I can't just pop them in the back of the truck, the pickup, can I? I need to go and get the telehandler, so we can get that IBC moved. Juicer is winding up again. But yeah, this is now finished. We've got 2 applesauce pallets. So yeah, I think what we ought to do is get the applesauce pallets into the van. Actually, how quickly are these reproducing the apples again? We've already got 5 in there. Right, 5 apples in most of the trees now. 3, 4, 5. So it's a slow production. I think what we could possibly do is come back later. What I wanted to have a look at is the grass field up here. I'm sure we rolled that last time. It says it needs rolling. And that doesn't look like it's growing. So maybe we didn't roll it. Did I buy the roller? I did. I've got a roller. We've had it 2 months. Maybe we need to wait until March until it starts growing anyway. So, what I could do now is we could jump back to the farm. We could move through until March. Now, obviously, our money is going to go right down. It does. I'm sure it's. I went on it earlier and it says it needs rolling. We started the video over here. Needs rolling. But I thought I rolled it. Well, maybe it just needs a little kickstart. I'm going to go and get this bale up here because it's been annoying me for quite some time. Ah, I wonder if up here would be a good place to build a manure pit. If it's close enough to the cow barn, that is. It might not be. Blimey, there's no fence here. The cows could just get straight through. Well, never mind. The water's not full. I don't think we actually need to fill the water in the for the cows. Here? Nope. Someone did suggest that I maybe look at doing clover instead of the grass, but the grass is already seeded and in and rolled, so we're going to give that one a miss, I think. Right, we'll get through to March. There will be many, many apples produced again, so we'll produce more. Yes, look at that. Another £6,000 off the money, so we've gone down to minus 9,500. We will be bringing that back in this episode. Is this growing or not? Still needs rolling. Now, I thought we rolled it. Before we do any... before we do anything else, let's roll the grass and see if that works. Yeah, I'm sure we rolled it because, yeah, the roller's dirty and we put it away, so... we wouldn't have put it away if we hadn't rolled it already. Just nudge the wall there. Right, well, I'm expecting this to do nothing. Well, I'm hoping it will do nothing. If it does do something, then it's because it didn't save after we rolled last time, which I'm not sure. Right, let's just put on steering assist just in case. Oh, we've frozen the game. No, there we go. So, that has been rolled, but it still says it needs rolling. So, this is not the type of rolling it needs. We have done this type of rolling, so it's just going to have to start growing in April, I think. Oh, crikey. Damaged my machinery. Yeah, we'll have to start growing it in April. So, now what we can do then is we can grab the telehandler, head back down to the orchard. We'll get another load of apples in and processed. I'm concentrating. Reversing is tough. There we go. Park that up there. We'll get the telehandler and we'll get the forks on the telehandler. We'll then go down to the orchard, get the apples processed, and we'll bring back any and all products that we need. Could do with a flatbed trailer, really. That would be ideal. But as you can see, we have no money, so we won't be getting that straight away. Well, here we are. As you can see, in March, some of the trees are starting to get their leaves back. It might be that the ones that don't have run out of water. But yes, the first thing that we need to do yes, they have run out of water, unfortunately. And the ones with leaves have not run out of water quite yet. But they've all got apples, so what we need to do is bring the apples in. We'll get them processed in the apple sauce and the apple juice place, and then we can get the apple juice and apple sauce sold, make back the money that we've lost. So I'll do this off camera and I will see you in a moment. Right then, so the apple sauce is now working through the last batch. The apple juice is completed and there is another pallet waiting to spawn. We can get those picked up by the Merlot and then get the Merlot to head over to the cider distillery using a worker. If it'll do it, that is. I would hope so. Right, so we move this one out of the way. And another one should spawn. Hopefully. And then if we put them next to each other... Yes, there we go. Put them next to each other, we can take them both at the same time. I don't think there's any way that we can carry the other bits on the Merlot as well, though. And I think that the IBC that we bought is still only a 2,000 litre IBC. So I don't think it would take both of these pallets. Not that it's going to take any of them anyway. Right then. That can go down there. We get this picked up, these picked up I should say. There we go. Right, take it outside the gate. Now, let's see if we can get it to go to up here. If we can get it there. No. Ah, not enough money, of course. Oh. Oh. And it wants to fold up the forks when it drives as well. So not ideal. So, we're going to have to take these. And then we'll just skip over to the van, load it up with the apple sauce. And take that as well. The trees have now run out of water. So before we move on to April, we will have to get the water redone. But I want to do some field work. And I think the only way to do that is to do a contract. We'll see if there's any contracts that we can do with the machines that we've already got. Hopefully, now that we've got all the grass work kit, we can do that. But like I said, we will see. Right, I'll take this over to the cider press and we'll find out how much we'll get. And then we'll jump back over to the van, load that up, and take it to the supermarket. If indeed that is where the best price for apple sauce is. Right, here we are. This hopefully will take us back into the black. And yes, there we go. We're positive 3,800. And then I'm hoping that the apple sauce will take us up to enough money to get through the next month without. Oh, let's go this way. To get through the next month without going back into the black again. Back into the red, I should say. We're in the black now. Plus whatever we get from the contract that we want to do. Okay. That's that. So, we're going to jump over to the van now. Actually going to remove the water tanker. I'll get it loaded up and then I'll see you over at the village shop because that's the best place to sell at the moment. Right, in total 400 kilos of apple sauce, which is, I'd say, quite a lot in real life. But I don't even have the pork to go with it yet. Right, let's open up and sell. Excellent. So that's just given us, I think, enough to get through to April without going into the red again. But what we're going to do now is head back to the farm. We're going to look at the contract page. And we are going to try and do a contract that we already have the machines for. So it's either going to be cultivating or grass work. That's going to be the name of the game today. What's this place up here? It's like a pet place. Ah, That's the animal shelter. What goes on at the animal shelter then? They obviously take products. You can fill up here with something, but I don't know what. Or you can sell something there, rather. So it is a sales point. Oh, there's doggies. Hello, doggies. Aww. Poor things. Hello? Hello? Amazing. Different breeds of dog as well. And I'm sure probably cats somewhere. I can hear meows. But I can't see any cat. Ah! Cats! Look at that! Kitty cats! There's no way that they would stay in there. Oh. Well, that's lovely. And here's Katie. So they obviously buy something here. Because it's, well, it's a sell point. They buy bales. And I imagine other products as well, but I don't know what yet. Right then, back to the farm. And take a look at the contract page. There we go. We'll leave this about here. Use it to get down to the orchard next time. So, contracts. Bale wrapping cultivating contract. That's a tiny little field there that would give us a little bit of money. Deadwood contract. Now that would be quite lucrative. Could just buy a chainsaw and then do that one. Although the chainsaw's half the money for it. But that's okay. Fertilizing. Right, we could fertilize. Because we have liquid manure. Ploughing. Sowing. Sowing is another option. We do have a seeder, but they're quite big fields. Stone picking. Wood transport. I think... I think fertilizing, field 24, might be a good thing to do. I'm not sure how much fertilizer we have. But we'll find out. Might need to buy a little bit more. And if that's the case, we may just get some free fertilizer out of it. But I'm not sure. We have got the Isaria Compact Pro. Pro Compact, something like that. So should be able to use that to detect the values. Yeah, let's pop it down to get out of the shed. And then pick it up again. There we go. Yeah, so we have got some more fertilizer actually over at the store, which I can go pick up on the way. The store is on the way to field 24. 24 is actually not too far away from the original farm. So... yeah, this could be quite a good job for us, I think. Let's get over to the field. Right, here we are. It is a grass field. Not grown at all yet. I want to put on the steering assist lines. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get this done at all, which is fantastic. We want to put on our crop sensor, Control B. There we go, crop sensor is on. And we are spraying. Yes, it shouldn't take too much. Although, I'm not sure it's actually going to modulate the spraying, although it does look like it's pulsing out pretty nicely. Yeah, I don't think it's going to actually modulate it much. But yeah, let's get this field done. We have still got more fertilizer back at the shop, which I'm hoping to pick up after we've finished spraying the field and get it back to the farm. But yeah, let's get this field sprayed. Right, well, that's that contract done, which is great news. We didn't have to buy any fertilizer. So now we can collect on the contract, which will take us up to over £10,000, 11,182 in fact. So we're going to leave the episode there for today. I'm probably going to start the next episode in April. But before that, I will be watering the apple trees, just to make sure that we're still producing apples at the best rate possible. But we've seen enough of that this episode, haven't we? So I am going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.